Well, we are back. Chanler, another episode of Pop Apologists. Can I tell you, I'm so happy because we have a whole outline in front of us, a truly stunning outline of many celebrity topics I am like dying to discuss, none of it related to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it 100 with everybody and say that on Friday night, maybe it was Thursday night, after we got done with part 1 and part 2 of the Epstein deep dives, I had a small emotional moment. I'm not gonna say
Oh,
breakdown, but a small moment. I think I even talked about this in the episode. Anyway, I was just very emotional and I felt like everywhere I looked online, it was just like more of this really scary information, really dark information. And so anyway, it has been very nice to sort of unplug from that and to, to think about Timothée Chalamet and his comments and, Kevin Costner and Brooks Nader.
exactly. Timothée Chalamet, Chandler, please, if you will. No, I couldn't agree more. I feel like it was a lot to immerse ourselves in, and it was a lot to put our listeners through. Sadly, the numbers say that people want that content, and those episodes are not disliked by people, but we can only handle a certain pacing of them. And so just a quick administrative update for everyone. We are obviously taking this week off Epstein, and we are going to release parts 3 and 4 next week. And we are hoping to conclude the Epstein Files deep dive next week with those parts. Part 1, if you didn't listen, it just went over Jeffrey Epstein's life in a nutshell, just a primer on who he was. And then part 2, we got into the actual real life victims who tried to warn the world about what he was doing and who are victims of record. It's definitely a much more harrowing part. That part was behind a paywall, but we did feel it was very important information. And so we did activate the free trial. So anyone who wanted to listen could listen. And then if they want to cancel, they can do that. So that is that. I also want to share that parts 3 and 4 will follow the same cadence. Part 3, we are going to be actually diving into what's revealed in the files. And you can expect what the files say exactly and prove about known people. Part 4 is where we're going to be diving into the crazy conspiracies, and it's going to be the darkest episode, and that will be behind the paywall because it will be our Friday episodes. We put out 2 episodes a week. So that is how things are going to unfold. Any comment, Chanler?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Okay.
No, really the only comment I have is that, yes, it is heavy information to sift through and heavy information to, to speak about and talk about, for a length of time, but it's an important work. So we're going to, finish out this series. And then obviously if new information breaks, we'll cover that as well.
Yeah, definitely. But okay, so the other thing I wanted to share is really quick. I also had an update on my fertility journey that I shared on Premium as well. I did not do that to sensationalize something and get more subscribers. I did that because it's just a private experience. And I'm actually really grateful that we had the free trial going during that time, and we still do, because if someone wants to hear about that, it could be sensitive for you or it could be helpful. It goes either way. I don't want people to feel like that's paywalled. I also don't want to hoist, my own turmoil and my own stuff on all of our listeners, who many of which are here for more of the Miley Cyrus and Taylor Swift updates. But anyway, that is there if you would like to listen. And I want to say a quick thank you. I have received so many comments. I've received so many comments on Patreon, on Spotify, emails, DMs. I am just like, the outpouring of love has been truly healing for me. And I can't describe how much it means to me. I feel so loved and liked by our listeners, both things, 2 things that matter a lot to me. And it was kind of unforeseen. I didn't think about that when I shared all of that. And so I just want to say thank you to every single person who wrote in something lovely and supportive, who shared what happened to them with me. Any message that you sent, I am reading. I am trying to personally respond to everyone because it just matters to me, but it's definitely taking me some time. I'm just basically blocking off a set amount of time daily to thoughtfully reply. And so if you haven't heard from me yet, it's just because I just want it to be from me and from the heart, but I can really only kind of like go there so much at a time. So that is that. And the other thing, sorry, one more thing here. DMs often get buried, and so I'm going to do the absolute best I can to respond to all the DMs, but they're just the hardest to stay organized. And so if you did send me a heartfelt DM and you didn't get a response, feel free to send it to my personal, if you want to make sure I see it. Like, I just don't want anyone to feel unseen here. And I just appreciate you all so much.
I really was so touched by all of the words from people, and, like, on your behalf, I was touched.
Yeah. It was just so lovely. I mean, I got really personal and vulnerable, and I also said some things like I was very nervous about, being very real about, and the response I got, it just has like healed a part of my soul. So I just want to thank you all so much. And yeah, thank you, Chanler, too, because people were just so lovely about the way you showed up for me emotionally, in that episode.
It's funny, I, like, was listening back, and I feel like I had 18,000 other things that I wanted to say that I wish I could have said too. I don't know. It's just I'm glad that you felt that way, but I was listening back and I was like, "Oh, I wanted to say this and this and this," but anyway.
No, people get to bear witness to the true beauty of your soul, and it's way more profound than that. But we got Ballerina Farm to get to, so I'm gonna
Well,
be
I was gonna say
concise.
you could go on about that subject if you'd like.
No, I just think it's a big blessing.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big blessing for me that people get to bear witness to the kind of sister you are, because I'm sure it's inspiring for people to be
Oh.
great sisters and beautiful souls. So, anyway, that is what would you like to say? It is also your show.
Just on a very clerical note, we get just, like, so many lovely messages from people, and the DMs can get very disorganized. I mean, Instagram, like, sorts them for us, and I don't understand the system at all. So if you really need to get some words in front of us, or if you need, to get a message through, I think the best way to do it is via email, or our personals are also, like, those have a better chance of being opened and read and responded to, and, in a timely way.
Yes, and our emails are chandler@popapologist.com and lauren@popapologist.com. And last thing, also, I just want to say, I feel like the whole, like, we get so many DMs. It's just crazy. It's a lot, like 90% of our DMs are reaction emojis to celebrity news. It's not like we get fan mail constantly. That's not the message I'm
Exactly.
trying to transmit. So I think Chandler was, and I want to bring you back down to earth.
Well, I mean, I didn't wanna share this with you, but I get a lot of fan mail to my personal DM. So actually people don't even bother, it's gonna get buried there. No. It's a lot of slow news days in those inboxes, I'll be honest.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All the caveats
But
aside.
how are you doing today? How are we?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm so excited to get into this content. I truly am, because like every story is a 10 today.
It's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of hits.
There's a lot of hits. So should we dive in? Or I mean, I haven't asked you how you are. How are you? Can you make it
You
quick?
weren't going to. You weren't going to. And the only time you ask me how I'm doing is right after I've asked you, and you're like, "Oh, here I go. I gotta do the obligatory." And how are you?
Why? Okay, is that true for real life?
50% of the time.
That was a pregnant pause.
Well, yeah, because I had to
Mm.
think about how much you actually asked me how I'm doing
I literally
unprompted.
think I check in on you daily.
I mean, you do check in on me. You do. In fact, yesterday I shared with you some fears about just general world chaos, and you sent me like 18 videos to try to
To
like
calm
dispel my
you.
fears. And I actually thought I was like, "Oh wow, my nerves are really her constant companion."
Yeah, all these years. Thank you, Jane Austen. Oh my gosh. You're like, you never asked me how I am. Okay,
No, you
that we
do.
really need to set the record straight.
The thing is on the podcast, you're not totally interested in my sort of in a daily check-in via the podcast, but that's okay. You're more excited to get to celebrity stuff.
You know what? I'm like Ramona Singer. I'm a work in progress. I need to nail that like line, because it's always funny to me in my head, but I'm not nailing it. What was her tagline? It was something like, some people say I'm a piece of work, but really I'm a work in progress. I don't know,
You need
something
to be
like that.
like blinking more, and then you'll get the intonation right. Like you need to be blinking more during that.
With crazy eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, enough about us, enough about literally anything else. Let's get into celebrity news. I want to talk first and foremost about Blake Lively and I almost said Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
You
the other man in her
texted that to
life.
me. You're like, "We're
Oh, I
starting
did?
with Blake and Justin," and I literally messaged you, and I'm like, "Do you mean Blake and Ryan?" And then I questioned it, and you never responded.
Sorry.
So see, when I ask
My
Chandler
brain is
questions,
broken.
including how she's doing, you guys, like, she doesn't even see it.
No, my brain is broken because I'm so used to saying Blake and Justin, not saying Blake and Ryan,
Right, yeah.
that
Well,
it's hard for me. It's like, it's a learned behavior. But everybody, just oh my gosh, Ryan and Blake
yes.
were out and about last week at a soccer/football game. It was set in Wales, so I think they would call it football. They were seeing Wexley, I think is the team. Wembley? Wexley, what?
Mm.
I think it's Wexley.
Don't know, don't care.
Don't know, don't care. And these two, yeah, they were spotted canoodling, and we got a Page 6 article about it. And I have thoughts. I have thoughts.
Okay, well, can I share mine before you jump in really quick?
Please tell us about your thoughts about Blake and Justin.
All all I will say about Blake and Ryan is that I'm actually really sad this is not Blake and Justin, because if this was Blake and Justin, the food that would be put on our table today, I would have flown
Mhm.
to New York for an in-person, on-camera episode so I could clip us talking about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni making out at a football game or a soccer game. Like, can you imagine? The internet channel would explode.
That would be a blessed day indeed. And all I could hope for is, if the two of them are caught kissing, that we would get a close-up shot of her shoes. That's the only thing I
Oh,
would hope for.
truly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we have to capture the $5,000 shoes, because you know what? Blake has money, and that's her right. That's her
And she
right.
lent she lent her own clothing to the wardrobe. No, everyone, let me actually correct myself really quick. I was wrong on both fronts about the name of this soccer team. It's Wrexham. It's neither Wexley nor Wembley. Wrexham. So it is the soccer team that Ryan owns, and yeah, they were standing in what looks to be like a box with other big fans, and they are just packing on the smooches. They're holding each other, and let me just read to you the Page 6 article headline. Okay, are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm so ready.
PDA goals. I just have to say, this writer needs to read the room because I don't know that anything about this couple right now is goals.
Yeah. Please continue. I'm ready for your full thoughts before I literally torpedo and commandeer.
My full thoughts are really that I am happy to see that they are putting on a united front. I think I have a lot of skepticism about the timing of these photos. I think people were kind of wondering where he was at with her court appearances. Where was the PDA goals then?
Mhm.
So I think a part of me feels like this is pretty staged, especially like
Oh, you
given that
don't
headline.
say.
But this is where my take is, and I feel like you've said this before. I do not want Ryan to forsake her. I am not looking for Ryan to just like totally, divorce her ass and move on. Like I like the fact that they are still together because at least they're like together on their own delulu craziness annoying world.
Yeah, I don't think we need 4 children to have their parents divorce as the cherry on top of this total fuck show, okay? Like,
Exactly.
I don't wish for that in the world. So I'm with you. I'll tell you how I know this is completely staged. She looks like a gorgeous she just looks so stunning in every single photo, and they just look so potentially retouched to me, you know? So that's, like, to me,
Really?
the biggest yes! Look at how, like, spectacular and smooth her skin looks. I swear her lips are popping in each one.
Which one? Which one? The one where like he's holding her and her like face is to the side?
No, that's the least clear one. The one where she's behind both where she's behind him, she just looks ravishing. It's just giving that these were sent to potentially an editor on staff before they were sent to Page 6.
I mean, potentially this one needed to slap on a Hollywood One filter there.
I don't know how there's a little bit brighter light on her face than everyone else's in the shot. In the shot, I also could just be hallucinating, but to me, this is a very clearly a Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, fed story to Page 6.
Yeah, absolutely. We can definitely agree on that. I mean, I'll just say maybe she also happens to look beautiful. She is a
Mm.
beautiful woman.
She is, she is. She
you
absolutely
know?
is.
But I also don't think that the paparazzi are just always, like, hanging around Wales.
Catching your best angles.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but March can be when I feel like all of my health regimens seem to be slipping away. The days start to get longer. All of a sudden, we're thinking rooftop drinks later. Our New Year's resolutions are slipping through the cracks. And the problem is that most health routines, they can just feel like a full-time job and it's easy to quit. You have 10 different vitamins to take, a schedule you constantly forget. It is a lot. That is why I love AG1. It's basically my simply daily anchor in the morning. AG1 is a daily health drink designed to support your gut health and help fill common nutrient gaps with 75 plus ingredients, including 5 clinically studied probiotic strains. Instead of juggling a multivitamin, probiotics, and a handful of other supplements, it's all in one scoop. It also supports steady energy, immune health, and digestion, which honestly makes staying consistent feel way easier as routines shift with the season. You just mix it with water and you're good to go. I love AG1 in the morning. Honestly, even just drinking something green kicks off my day in a way that says I'm making good health decisions today. And I know that makes a difference for me. If you're looking for a simple way to support your health this season, try AG1. Go to drinkag1.com/apologist to get an AG1 flavor sampler and a bottle of vitamin D3 plus K2 for free in your AG1 welcome kit with your first AG1 subscription order, only while supplies last. That's drinkag1.com/apologist.
So anyway, that's kind of my take on this. I think it's seeing people in the comments saying like, I'm happily married and I never make out with my husband. Like comments like that are bothersome to me because I think that just because a couple is being affectionate in public doesn't mean that it's completely performative. Like I do think that this was staged, but they could also be sharing romantic moments.
Yeah, I mean, I like this other comment better. This person said, "I absolutely do believe that they are in it together and love each other as best as two narcissists can. The texts show that they are true partners, and I'm not even mad at that. Your spouse should be equally yoked to you, and your values should be aligned. Two things can be true about this evil pair. They genuinely love each other, and this photo is a photo op of desperation. Chandler, they're equally yoked narcissists. Okay, and that's kind of good news on this Tuesday afternoon."
I mean, and isn't that what we want? Two narcissists to be with each other versus with, just
That's
a
true.
humdrum pedestrian who could be preyed upon?
That is such an excellent point. It's like let the narcissists ruin each other's lives rather than bulldozing the emotional inner life of someone with an actual, like, just secure attachment style. So I agree.
You know what, Lauren? Let them. Let them. Let the narcissists find each other.
That was beautiful. Chandler, a poem written by Chandler Manning.
Thank you. Yeah, they definitely feed into each other. We saw that very much so in the text. They kind of match each other's freak. So, anyway, we can move on from this, but I just always want to bring a as unbiased of an approach as possible to this situation because so many people just truly hate her with every cell in their body.
Mhm.
And I don't know, I can't bring that energy to the story anymore, especially after we spent a week doing the Epstein stuff and I'm like, there are real monsters out there in this world.
Again, we don't get into politics on the show. Just literally like gripping, I don't know, the roller coaster as I say that. Just my teeth chattering, okay, blowing through my cheeks. But I'll just say we got bigger fish to fry, okay? So let's just kumbaya about Blake and Ryan.
Honestly, something has broke within my brain where literally my friend group chat was talking about Timothy today and like the drama, which we'll get
Oh
into. And
gosh.
I was like, you know what? It's honestly been very entertaining to me, given what the other things on my Instagram feed.
Exactly. And speaking of, should we dive into Timothée Chalamet?
Please, please,
Chalamet?
please, please.
For anyone who is not in on that joke, we always called him Timothée Chalamet because his last name is kind of funny. And basically, I ignorantly, literally thought because there's an E on the second E before the last,
Just dig your grave, baby. Just go ahead and dig it.
I literally thought his name was actually pronounced Timothée. So for
Timothée.
years, Timothée. I don't think I ever said Timothée. I said Timothée. And for years on the show, Chandler thought it was like a bit that I was just adding on to the
I know.
Chalamet.
But it would kind of check out. Like he's such like a, you know,
He's
like
just
an
an artiste.
esteemed, such an artiste. I'm just gonna go ahead and go out on a limb here and give a hot take. If your man has an accent mark on his name, I don't
Yes,
think you
yeah.
should date him. I think it's a no. I think
It's a big red flag.
it's like this guy's gonna want a lot of attention.
Yes. Oh,
Buckle in.
and buckle in because that's exactly what he has revealed. And I have so many thoughts about this, and I'm excited to get into it. So, Timothée Chalamet took part in a live conversation with Matthew McConaughey for Variety in February, during which the pair discussed competing with audiences' ever shrinking attention spans. So, should we play that clip, Chan?
Play the clip.
I want to speak for people that are here that are younger than me, where people are desiring things that are more patient and that pull you in. I just saw another article that says Gen Z is a bigger movie-going audience than the millennial audience, you know? I feel like a fucking grandpa saying that. And, no, but point being, I think even like Frankenstein, which was like a hugely popular movie this year, I didn't think that pacing was extraordinarily fast or anything, but it pulled people in, you know? But it does take you having to wave a flag of, hey, this is a serious movie or something. And some people want to be entertained and quickly. I'm really right in the middle, Matthew, because I admire people, and I've done it myself, to go on a talk show and go, hey, we got to keep movie theaters alive. You know, we got to keep this genre alive. And another part of me feels like if people want to see it, like Barbie, like Oppenheimer, they're going to go see it and go out of their way to be loud and proud about it. And I don't want to be working in ballet or opera or, you know, things where it's like, hey, keep this thing alive, even though no one cares about this anymore. All respect to the ballet and opera people out there. I just lost 14 cents in viewership. But, damn, I just took shots for no reason.
That's not a shot. I hear what you're saying. Yeah. So,
Sorry.
Whew. I mean, talk about getting himself in hot water.
I think that you see him sort of scramble his way through this.
He's
this
fighting for
take.
his life by the
He's
end.
fighting for his life, and I think I saw someone online say like Matthew McConaughey just saw the iceberg.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
You see Matthew McConaughey like his eyes widen. So yeah, this was definitely not well received by the opera and you know, professional dancers, and I guess that sounded like strippers.
Oh, Chandler, show some respect.
The opera and ballet communities are up in arms over this.
They are. People are really, really upset. There are some reels I've seen where people are like, we are very much alive, Timothée, you know, come see us in Berlin at the symphony plays, and you know, a part of something, and it's a little bit real. I've seen.
Beautiful.
Okay, so I'm just going to launch into my thoughts on this. I do not think that he should be crucified for this comment. I think that it reveals something about him that maybe is not totally aligned with the brand he's tried to create for himself.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that he should be completely vilified. In my opinion, what he is saying is, I want my work to have higher stakes. Okay, I want it to have different stakes potentially. I want it to be seen by more people. And I don't want to work on something that has a smaller audience, right? He wants fame. He wants the financial rewards of being a movie star versus just acting, you know, in one-man shows, you know, in obscure, I don't know, Copenhagen performance houses. And I just think that that's okay. It's okay for him to want those rewards, but he's not being forthcoming about it. He's kind of just like throwing shade on this whole community and belittling these very profound art forms in the process by being very flip, and it's rightly not landing well.
Definitely not landing well. Did you know that his mom danced with the New York Ballet, his sister danced with the New York Ballet, and so did his grandmother? So he kind of comes from like he's was raised in this culture, steeped in it. And so I kind of interpreted this as, well, first of all, I guess I agree with your take. It definitely is not harmonious with like the serious artist brand that he like puts out there. You know, he really wants to be like Daniel Day-Lewis, serious artist boy. And so I think to kind of also act a little like cringed
I
or too
mean,
cool or too good for like a specific art community is just like not going to play well for him and for the, the very serious people in the Club Chalamets of the world.
yes. And also, I will say that this is way more aligned with someone who's chosen Kylie Jenner as his life partner.
Oh, it's Kylie's fault. It's fucking Kylie's fault. So it's the woman's fault.
I would love to blame the woman in this situation. I just feel like that's something that
Is there a woman here we can blame? Like, I just feel like there's not a woman here that we can blame.
I want to try something new, okay? For just people in general and find a woman to blame. No, I just feel like, okay, clearly this guy is not a pure artiste who is trying to just devote his life to his art form. He doesn't care about money. All he cares about is art. Because I will tell you, if you're that person, okay, and all you care about is art, you know what? You know who Daniel Day-Lewis married?
No,
Arthur
no
Miller's
clue.
daughter, the daughter of a playwright. Okay?
What did Arthur Miller write?
Rebecca Miller. Death of a Salesman.
Okay. Well, we're not going to get into that play.
Oh, yeah, we're not. But when you are trying to devote yourself to an art form, your partner is your primary interlocutor. It's the person you are in constant conversation with. This is the person who is going to enrich and inform your mind. And I promise you that that is how those type of people think. And I think Kylie is amazing. I love their relationship. I don't think that she is the choice for a guy who is just obsessed with his art above all else. I'll say it. I said what I said, Camille Grammer style.
Yeah, I mean,
How we said it.
I think Timothée seems to have a sparkling personality. I think he's a great time. He seems to be funny and like somebody you actually maybe want to sit next to at dinner. Maybe not ballet people or opera people would agree, but yeah, I mean, I think that it's definitely, I think the two of them are a personality fit. And yeah, I love Kylie. She's super talented. She's obviously successful and smart, but she's not the starving artist
No.
girly.
Correct. I also just think that when it comes to Timothée, really what this is about is he is just revealing that he's just a little more shallow than he lets on, And I think that Club Chalamet wants to admit to themselves.
Thank you. So I also interpreted this comment as like he doesn't want to be out there like begging people to come to his shows to like save his art. Right? Do you think that's a fair interpretation?
I feel like that's completely fair to say.
In all fairness, I've never even been to an opera. Have you been to an opera? Of course you have. I'm sure you have.
That's where I had my first sip of champagne, Carmina Burana, at 19.
Unfortunately, this episode is camera off because we are remote, but I'm rolling my eyes so hard right now. Yeah, I've never been.
No.
Never been to an opera. I think in terms of ballet, I think I've seen the Nutcracker. So I need to just stick and stay in my own swim lane. Because I'm really not qualified to speak on these subjects.
Fair. And honestly, I just want to say only good things for Kylie, who I'm sure is listening and really gives many shits about what the pop apologists have to say.
And only good things for the opera folks who for sure listen, and the ballerina folks who for sure listen. Speaking of ballerina,
yes, finally. I
mean, you know what? I'll actually say I'm a total patron of ballerinas because there's one ballerina in, among them all that I really like to pay attention to.
Chanler, you're a patron of the arts. It's actually really impressive. Just with the views you give Hannah Neeleman. Yes, we are talking about Hannah Neeleman, everyone. Hannah has given birth to her 9th child. Hannah and Daniel Neeleman have welcomed a new baby girl into the family. This is their 6th girl in a row. Pretty wild fun fact. They have 2 daughters who were born on this daughter's due date. And they had the baby a day later. So they did not have 3 girls with the same birthday, which I think is a recipe for hell in a household.
Hell. I mean, the idea of having to share my birthday with another person in my immediate family. I mean, you think I cry on my birthday now?
I have felt bad for twins. I've thought about it not every day of my life, but I should. Because that would be a horrible situation.
August 22nd is my day and my day alone.
Absolutely. So anyway, this daughter thankfully has her own blessed day just to herself. She was born She announced the pregnancy, which we never even got to because we were covering Epstein, but Hannah finally announced the pregnancy. I did suspect it. I also received many DMs of people suspecting it, I will say. So, like, I suspected it on my own. I do want to give myself a little pat on the back, but then I would get a DM that's like, I saw her in the grocery store. So let's just say by the time I kind of said on the podcast that I thought she might be pregnant, I had been tipped off. Okay.
Also, people are speculating in the comments of a lot of her videos.
Yes. So anyway, it was literally the most unoriginal prediction. But I think everyone who has given me my flowers and people are like, you called it, girl. Loved those emails.
Keep them coming.
Yeah, please.
Okay, be honest. Have you also been seeing stripes, linen, and that very I summer in a seaside town energy everywhere lately? Because I swear my entire feed has turned into people pretending that they've just stepped off a yacht.
Absolutely. It's giving effortless chic coastal, and apparently this is a spring trend. And let me tell you, everyone, Macy's style experts and trend forecasters, they called it classic coastal, and now it makes sense why we're seeing clean stripes, nautical details, and preppy but modern pieces everywhere.
Classic coastal is basically inspired by coastal living. It's calm, clean, and thoughtfully put together. It's that luxury lifestyle feel, but it's wearable for normal life.
Exactly. And Macy's is making it accessible, which I really appreciate because I want to look like I have a house by the water while I'm literally sitting on my couch. At Macy's, classic coastal isn't about dressing like you're permanently on vacation. It's about bringing that ease into your everyday life.
You know, it's like the relaxed energy of, I don't have very much to do. I've got my life together. And that is aspirational for me. And at Macy's, you can find pieces that fit that trend without it feeling like a total costume. Think linen, breathable fabrics, lightweight, airy, perfect for that awkward spring transition when the winter heaviness is still clinging to you emotionally.
And the clean lines and stripes, it's very I just stopped off a yacht preppy East Coast energy, even if the closest you've been to the ocean is a screensaver on your laptop.
It's those nautical details that really make it all feel intentional. Rope belt, woven textures, and bold metals. These little touches really make an outfit feel styled and not like you're trying too hard.
Which is my favorite kind of styling. Low effort, high impact. But okay, real talk. How do you take a trend like classic coastal and make it your own? Because I don't want to look like I'm cosplaying a catalog model.
For me, it's really all about the accessories. I keep the base of my outfit pretty simple. Linen pants, maybe a striped top or a simple white tee, and then I make it my own with my jewelry, my signature scent, and maybe some new spring shoes. That's how I stop it from feeling way too nautical and more Chan but coastal.
Okay, I love that because accessories can really do so much heavy lifting. A bold shoe can completely change the vibe of an outfit. Same with jewelry, some gold hoops, layered necklaces, something with texture. And honestly, scents are so underrated as part of a look. A good perfume makes the whole outfit feel intentional, even if you threw it all on in 5 minutes.
Exactly. It's like I didn't just become a new person with a new look. I just, accessorized. And Macy's has done the work of curating the pieces so that you can actually pull this off without, spiraling through 10 different websites trying to build this full coastal wardrobe.
Which is such a relief because decision fatigue is real. Macy's fashion experts are literally translating runway energy into wearable styles. So when you walk into Macy's, you're getting the trend, just in a way that makes sense for real life.
I love that classic coastal at Macy's isn't just about vacation dressing. It's about looking put together for everyday life. You can wear this to a brunch, errands, to work, to a casual dinner, anywhere you want to feel like you have it all together, even if you don't.
We cannot stress enough, from crisp stripes to bold accessories, Macy's has curated the most wearable, effortless pieces so you can feel like you're on vacation when really it's just the weekend or on a random Tuesday.
And honestly, if an outfit can make a Tuesday feel like a weekend, I am in. So if you've been seeing the classic coastal trend everywhere and wondering how to actually pull it off without looking like you're trying too hard, Macy's has you covered.
Clean, calm, thoughtfully put together, coastal energy, but make it every day. That's the vibe. Shop now in stores or at Macys.com. Okay, what did you think about the announcement?
Oh, I want to talk about the video first. I want to settle into this conversation.
Do we want to play it really quick?
It's long. We can
long.
play it if you'd like, but I mean, I watched it today in preparation for this. I rewatched it.
I watched it a couple times, probably more than you.
You probably did. Like, you're more of a patron of the arts than I am. Exactly. So it is an ad for their protein, and it is also a pregnancy announcement.
Yeah. Yeah.
That to me is
That's yeah, like that's where the rubber hits the road. I don't know what I'm trying to look for here, but that's what I didn't love about it. And then I'm telling myself, I'm like, she's a CEO. She's a female CEO. She's a girl boss. Why can't she announce her pregnancy and promote her product?
right.
So I'm questioning my own criticism.
I think combining the two objectives of announcing your pregnancy and promoting your protein powder, it's smart. It's also a little bit ruthless, I'll say.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to get those clicks, you want to get those clicks.
It shows a priority. And one thing I will say that I like is that we didn't see the birth. A criticism I have had about Ballerina Farm for a long time is I think we see too much of the children online, especially for how public where they live is, and for security purposes. I don't love it for them, and just how famous this woman is. It's absolutely
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
And so I found it to be quite reassuring that we did not get a birth video. Like, I feel like she's creating some boundaries and keeping the sacred away from the profane on social media, which I really appreciate.
Yeah, and I think some people, wanted to speculate about whether it was a birth at home or whether it was a birth at the hospital. I don't really care, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. There are people that are like, she gave birth 2 months ago. That's a 2-month-old.
Oh my gosh.
No, you didn't see that?
No, I didn't see that.
I mean, we thought there were conspiracy theories about the Epstein files, but then Ballerina Farm gives birth and Reddit pages are born.
I will say, I have a little bit of suspicion here about the raw milk scandal that sort of
Oh,
happened because
interesting.
they released like a video responding to the raw milk scandal, and then 3 days later she announced her pregnancy with this video, and I wonder about the timing there. I wonder if it was like, let's get away from this scandal and let's release this video that we, that's like was clearly produced, it wasn't like something they put together in a day.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it all just a part of the buzz?
No.
Let's just keep the buzz going.
So I think that this video obviously took more than a month of planning, most likely. It's so highly produced, it's casted, it's beautifully shot, it's gorgeous. The concept was there, it was done by the time the scandal happened, in my opinion. But I do think that maybe they just released it a little bit sooner than they thought they
Yeah.
would, because like Heather McDonald said on Juicy Scoop recently, like nothing buries a scandal like a woman who's pregnant. Like
Yeah,
when
right.
Stassi, kind of went to the gas station and was pregnant after her cancellation and then was very widely publicly forgiven.
Mhm.
So it is a shrewd strategic move. And you know what? Hannah Neeleman is a smart woman.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the video because it follows to me like a very clear ad school thing. It honestly gave me a little bit of ad school trauma, like flashbacks to where we would just like sit in a room and watch Nike commercials all day and just be like, what's our version of this? Like what is the version of this for Baby Bell cheese?
Honestly, I can understand how that would be so annoying and so traumatic to look back on all of those experiences.
This is a quick aside, but there was a time in my life when I was entering an ad competition, and like basically all these ad competitions, they like give you a brief and then you're supposed to just like come up with whatever your creative ideas for, your creative solution. And like the brief at one time was like rebrand the Crown Plaza Hotel. And I remember
Stop.
it was like 3 a.m. 3 a.m. I'm up late with my like art director, like with all of the people on my team, and we're just like literally racking our brain for how we're going to rebrand the Crown Plaza Hotel. I can't drive by a fucking Crown Plaza Hotel without thinking about how I needed to rebrand it and like resurrect it. Anyway, so I have a lot of trauma there.
You're also like, I'm 21. Okay. Like, I'm also just like, I have $11 in my bank account. Okay. Because I spent too much at H&M yesterday in Orem. Like, what? Rebrand the Crown Plaza Hotel?
I'm making $25 transfers from my savings to my checking to literally pay for my gas.
So funny. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I mean, did you enjoy the video? Were you moved by it?
Yeah, we should probably talk about the video. So the whole messaging of the video is basically these young ballerinas, and it's all about how like ballerinas are associated with so many things: discipline, elegance, grace, beauty, X, Y, or Z. But a thing that we don't think of them as being associated with is strength. And actually, being a ballerina is something that requires immense physical discipline and strength.
Mhm.
And while some people may disagree, and while some people may shut up, shut up. I literally have this. I literally have this.
It's a really good like monologue you've got going. Good. Keep going.
Okay. And while some people may disagree, the stage may change, but the strength remains the same. That was it.
That was it. I just had a sharp inhale because it was so moving. I just like lost my breath.
And you see basically the ballerinas on the stage as she says the stage may change. That fades away, and you see Hannah, the view of Camus behind her as a gorgeous backdrop, and she looks with a steely gaze into the camera, and she says the strength remains the same. Actually, yeah, and then she walks out drinking the raw milk.
Yeah.
Or no, or a shake. It's debatable. So
it's very debatable about what type of dissolvent was used.
Yeah, and I just was thinking, I guess it doesn't matter if she did the strawberry or the chocolate, because no matter what, people would be speculating if it was mixed with raw milk or pasteurized milk. And I think we all know the answer.
The beverage was white. So there's
exactly.
We know it couldn't have been like, I mean, I guess it could have been water, but anyway, this is how our brains are sick. Our brains are sick and we need help.
I'm the one who just recited the commercial from memory. Okay? You think your brain is sick? I was like so embarrassed. I wasn't remembering the turn of phrase of the last line. I'm like, I'll just let Chanler take it from here.
Like, you really did. You must have watched this like at least 3 times. No, that was giving like Rachel McAdams like audition tape for The Notebook, like level of effort. It was really great, really great.
Is that your commentary on the commercial?
No,
it was really great, really great.
No. I'm sorry, that was my commentary on your reenactment of it that you just did.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So, the video was a nice ad for the protein powder and for the product. Unfortunately, all like female empowerment advertising is so boring to me and is so actually like negative moving to me at this point that I was not moved by this.
Chanler likes ads with weak women. She prefers oppression. I mean,
let's blame a woman. Let's blame a woman in it. That's what I'd like to see.
That would be a fresh take. That would be like a fresh spin.
Yes.
And that's a big thing in advertising. I think we should talk about the conversation online that this is like an advertisement for Christian nationalism and, birthing all of these children is this political statement. Obviously, the tinfoil hat people are saying that the Mormon Church is funding her to inspire people to live this lifestyle. Chanler, I don't know. You just had like a look in your eyes. Are you part of that community?
I mean, you might have seen some of my comments on a few Reddit boards. No, it's not. I'm not a part of that community. I don't think the Mormon Church is funding this lifestyle. I think we actually know exactly who's funding this lifestyle.
Well, now it's all of us buying all their crap. So
yeah,
before it was David Neeleman.
Yeah, I just like, I don't have crazy profound thoughts on the video because it wasn't that profound to me, but I think that I see what they're doing with their brand. I mean, we saw like their other ad where they like with the horses and stuff. Like they're kind of trying to do this very artful approach to all of their marketing,
Yes, they are. And I do think actually that people don't give her enough credit for kind of the vision that she has for all the, I don't know, just the aesthetic of their world that they inhabit. Like I believe they work with Pearson Ward for their interior, or the architect that works with Pearson Ward. It's not amateur hour over there. I do think that everything is very, very considered. And some people would disagree, but I actually think that just aesthetically, from the social media to their interior to everything that they do. It's all very intentional.
Yeah, agreed. I will say, I think some of the coloring in the video did not help the Handmaid's Tale accusations. Like, the
Okay.
stylization was very dramatic, and I think that
Okay.
did give it a little Handmaid's Tale feel.
I don't know. I guess I just feel like okay, there are many truths that can be true. For example, there can be these quiverful families where the mother is completely overwhelmed and it is just chaos and there's not enough energy for all the children, and it's really not healthy or good. But yes, that exists. I also think that there are 100% huge families that love it, that it works for them. They're good. Like,
Mhm.
they loved growing up that way. And I think her sister is the same way. And I'm not ready to be in the camp of like, she shouldn't have had this ninth baby at all.
This is not a new thing that people kind of, like, enjoy watching or enjoy, like, seeing. I mean, think about, like, 19 Kids and Counting. Like,
Hmm.
this is not a new thing. So, yeah, I'm also not I don't know. If they wanted to have another baby, they can have another baby. They clearly have a very successful life, and they
Hmm.
make it work for themselves, even if it's not my style.
Yeah. It's not our style. I will say that someone recommended, and it's on my list, A Well-Trained Wife. It's a memoir of a woman who was basically raised in the Quiverful cult.
Oh, I don't know anything about quiverful. I don't know what that word means.
So
Is
you
it a
just thought
proper noun or an adjective?
okay, so Quiverful is this religious community that's like I don't know that much about it.
I
What?
was just, like, picturing just, like, a woman quivering, like, someone's, like, quiverful, like, they're just, like and so when you're like, "There can't be these quiverful families." Just like, I was trying to yes and there, hardcore.
Okay, so did you just look up what it
I
is?
did, yeah. The Quiverful, capital Q, the Quiverful movement is a conservative evangelical subculture promoting large families, unconditional rejection of birth control, and strict biblical patriarchy.
Yeah. So it's basically a cult, and women are highly oppressed in it, and it's what the end game, I think, of the tinfoil hat people about Ballerina Farm say she is after. And I guess the
Yeah.
Mormon church writ large. And so yeah, I don't agree. I think
I don't
that
agree.
she's from a huge family, he's from a huge family, and they have a ton of money, you guys. So I think they're happy.
Also, she's at the center of all of this. Like, she's the star of this commercial. It's not like she's just, like, in the back room birthing children nonstop, you know, not to be seen or heard.
Yes, and she also admits her life is a stage, right? Like, that's a
Yeah.
pretty bold admission to say everything you're seeing, like, this is a stage.
I don't know that I fully interpret that as, like, her saying, like, "This is all smoke and mirrors. This is all just, like, a performance for you."
I'm not saying that she's saying this is all fake and a performance, but she has made her life a stage by making her private life moments so public, and we could literally talk about this forever, but, by bringing in I don't know what it is, what is it, 20 million followers at this point across Instagram and TikTok, into her
Right.
home, seeing all of their children's faces, like, that's a stage of sorts, and it has far bigger reach than, any other stages.
Also, this is gonna be a theme for this episode, but, given the works of our podcast the last few weeks, I just really think, like you said, there are, like, actual monsters or actual things to demonize in our culture, and this is just,
Mhm.
like, I'm channeling my rage towards, yeah, bigger things these days.
Yeah, and can I just say, having met their children, because we went to their farm opening, we
Mhm.
met some of their children, like, I have my nieces and nephews, I have Kagan's nieces and nephews, gorgeous, amazing children, my friends' children, amazing. These were also amazing children. Like, could not
Yes.
have been lovelier, sweeter, more well behaved. And I don't even like talking about other people's kids, so I should just leave it there. But I was so impressed when I walked away after having met her children.
Yeah. Agreed,
So
agreed. Okay.
there we
Well,
go.
that was just another classic go at, at Lauren and Chandler talking about Ballerina Farm, where it took about 5 times as long as it needed to, but, we clearly had a lot to say.
I mean, I could continue, but we
I know you
should move
could.
on. That's
And
what's
I
sick.
could too. We're sick
Why
in
does
the
she
head.
captivate me so much? It's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I just think, they continue to give us new things to like partake in. And I will say, I did order the bone broth hot chocolate that our dear friend Marion
Oh,
recommended because I
wait,
want to
it's
try
back in
it.
stock?
Mm-hmm. So
Interesting. Okay.
I want to try
Well,
it.
keep us posted.
Okay. Moving along, everybody. Please, let's just for the love of God, let's move on.
Kate, can I just give one more thought?
I know if another 15 seconds like goes on, we will have a new thought to share about this, and we'll be right back to square one.
I mean, we did do an emergency episode for her
I know,
last
Lauren,
birth.
just stop talking about it. It's just like
Okay.
we did. We
I need to
absolutely did.
stop.
Okay, I want to talk about Meghan Markle.
Let's please. Oh my gosh. Yes. Pop Apologist is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy saving when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. You guys, I have a little bachelorette trip I'm taking for a friend, my friend's bachelorette. No, I'm not, I'm not getting remarried. That would surely be a plot twist, but potentially good for downloads. Sadly, that is not happening. No, I am celebrating my friend's bachelorette. And what do you think is coming in the mail before this birthday trip? You guessed it, a haul from Revolve. Revolve is where I go when I need outfit inspiration, when I want to feel like I'm going to be looking chic, but also everything is going to be relatively affordable. There's so many options from so many brands that I love, okay? And I just think they have amazing swim looks. They have amazing going out looks. I feel like if you're going to New York, Revolve will tell you what to wear and look chic in New York in. Revolve is so great, not only because they have these amazing edits, but because whatever their logistics situation is that they've figured out is so seamless. I swear, I purchase and it's at my home so quickly. Their returns process is the easiest I've ever experienced. Refunds come so fast. And I find it to be an incredibly useful tool as a woman trying to look hot in 2026. And I want you all, if you are not already shopping and relying heavily on Revolve for your supply of style and hot fashion, now is the time to course correct and make a change in your life. Whether it's a weekend away, a big night out, or just a much needed wardrobe refresh, your dream wardrobe is just one click away. Head to revolve.com/pop, shop my edit, and take 15% off your first order with code POP. Fast 2-day shipping, easy returns. It's literally the only place you need to shop from. That's revolve.com/pop to shop my favorites and get 15% off your first order with code POP. Offer ends March 25th, so happy shopping. Do you want me to share a synopsis or do you want to just dive in?
No, please share a synopsis.
So Page Six has released the following article. The title is Netflix Dumps Meghan Markle in Latest Blow to Troubled As Ever Brand. So Netflix has officially cut ties with Meghan Markle's polarizing lifestyle brand As Ever. Page Six can confirm her show did not go on as it did not make sense to continue the partnership, an industry source exclusively told Page Six. A Netflix spokesperson said Meghan's passion for elevating everyday moments in beautiful yet simple ways inspired the creation of the As Ever brand, and we are glad to have played a role in bringing that vision to life. As it was always intended, Meghan will continue growing the brand and take it into its next chapter independently, and we look forward to celebrating how she continues to bring joy to households around the world. A source close to the matter tells Page Six it was always the plan to get As Ever running on its own 2 feet, and we can expect to see seasonal specials of With Love Meghan in the future. An As Ever spokesperson told Page Six that the company is grateful for Netflix's partnership throughout the launch and our first year, and then they basically say the same thing, like this was always the plan from the very beginning. Okay.
Would we say that As Ever is on its own 2 feet? is running on its own 2 feet.
I mean, can you buy products on the website right now?
I'm literally on it right now. And I actually am going to answer my own question and say that it has like a full swath of products. You can currently buy the entire jam set known as the Complete As Ever Pantry for
Beautiful.
$295.
Oh my gosh, no.
Lauren, go look at how expensive this shit is. The Go-To Hostess gift set, $132. That's like 3 jams and a couple of teas.
Stop.
There's a Hold That Thought leather bookmark for $20.
Okay, this actually really pisses me off.
Why?
This really pisses me off because she's like has her woman of the people bullshit. You know, she's like, no matter what price point that a person can shop at, I want them to have a piece of my brand. And she's selling fucking jam for $200. Like I know how to make a bad financial decision. Okay, ask my husband when my packages come. And even this price point to me, it's just like it's what's the word that they use? Like I don't know. I want to call the Better
Predatory?
Business Bureau. Yeah, it's predatory. I want to call the Better Business Bureau on As Ever.
You call that Better Business Bureau, bitch. No, I mean, I'm just looking at the Heritage Library set, which comes with the Hold That Thought bookmark, some teas, and then the honey duo gift box, which is 2 different types of honeys. That's $174. And there's a limit to 6 per person. Which,
I'm sure that's really necessary. Wow.
No, it is predatory. I mean, this is some of the cheapest shit you can get at the grocery store.
Yeah. This is price gouging. This is so sick and weird. Okay. I wish I didn't see this because I would have more charitable assumption about Meghan Markle right now. And just, I don't know. I feel like I would have less criticism. I would be less blaming the woman.
Is this different from Goop? Okay, there's also the As Ever wines are a little bit more are a little bit better. Lauren, we should get this. The As Ever Sauv Blanc is $35. The Rosé is $35. Okay. The Brut is $90. Like we should try this.
The problem is I would prefer the wine be $100, and when I buy it, I think it's going to be like really high quality, even if it's BS in my brain. Then $42 jam. Okay, $42 for 3 small things of jam, because jam just the essential quality of jam, it's sugar and fruit and preserves. Like
it's a spread. So why don't you just go ahead and restate that? It's a spread.
It's a preserve. I feel frustrated by that because it just straight up shouldn't cost that much, and that bugs me. And I feel like the difference with Goop is Gwyneth Paltrow is famous for a quote of saying, you know, I can't pretend to make $25,000 a year. She's famously a snob. And so she is authentically selling really expensive stuff. And I feel like Meghan, it just comes off the heels of a lot of women of the people messaging in her interviews. I'm literally referring to an interview she did with the BBC where she was talking about how she really wanted that little like girl at home who is a middle schooler who wants a piece of As Ever to be able to buy from it. That's why this bothers me.
Well, that girl can save and get the bookmark.
I mean, she can save.
She can babysit. She can get up and work.
That's so true.
I just think it's funny that this is being spun as like, you know, this was Netflix was just her launching pad for, you know, $200 box sets of jam. And now that's just fully, you know, off to the races. Like she can leave behind Netflix.
Yeah, I think that the funniest part of this entire spin is them trying to sell the public on the idea that Netflix, a publicly traded company, would like to part ways with a booming business. Like that is a good decision for them.
And we've discussed this before, but it's like it's always in reverse. It's like you get the booming business and then Netflix is like, let's make a TV show about you.
Right. Yes, exactly. It's Netflix being like, this was our charity project. We just wanted to help Meghan get this off the ground. But now that it's going really well, we don't need to, you know, reap the rewards. Like, where's the fiduciary responsibility to everyone who owns Netflix stock?
So yeah, I mean, my other gripe is just that she's like the most annoying person on International Women's Day. Like, I don't know why that holiday feels so chuggy to me now.
Because it is. It's super chuggy.
It is. And you guys know we're feminists. We're girl bosses in our own right. But I kind of just like, Like, the only time we hear from her is when it's, like, International Women's Day.
Is it International Women's Day?
Yesterday was, and she, like, posted a picture of, like, her and the daughter, like, from behind, obviously.
Oh,
Is that rude that I saw that and I was like, of course we get our IWD posts from Meghan Markle.
It's always a virtue signal. And I
Yes.
got a message from a fun person on Instagram who I love, and I probably shouldn't share, even though I don't think she would care. But one of my icons on IG messaged, and she said, "This is because basically people can always sniff out inauthenticity, and when you're inauthentic, things fail." And I think that just is it in a nutshell.
Talking about this Netflix deal, like, you know,
Yeah,
reaching its
talking about the
conclusion.
fact that Netflix dumped the partnership
Yeah.
with Us Ever.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess like that movie that they promoted at Sundance, that the movie that they were a part of has not been picked up at all by any streaming services. Oh yeah, so it hasn't been bought by a distributor or a streamer.
It's called Cookie
Ugh.
Queens. It's a documentary that Meghan and Harry, I guess it cost $3 million to make. They premiered it at Sundance. Meghan and Harry were the executive producers, and Archwell
Well,
Productions.
do you know what it's about?
So it's about a coming-of-age documentary about Girl Scout cookie season, following 4 girls ages 5 to 12 and their families as they navigate the annual whirlwind of selling, striving, and succeeding. The girls are competing in a cookie sales industry worth $800 million. Apparently, it's personal to Meghan because the project. She was a Girl Scout in California with her mother, Doria, serving as a troop leader. So does that sound like something you'd rush to the theaters to see?
I mean, I love a Girl Scout cookie, but just damn, like, man, they just like don't know how to pick a project that's going to hold the audience's interest.
Yeah. It's a bummer, and I think it brings us to the next story, which is apparently that they're doing another Australian tour in April.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at that, and I'm just like, okay, you guys are clearly not good business people, okay? You're just not. So
Wait, why do you say that?
why are they not good business people? Because they don't know how to, create a film that they can sell to a distributor.
No, I just mean, why does the Australia thing make you think they're not good business people?
The Australia thing, I think what I would say to them is quit it. Quit with the faux royal tours. You can't keep up this lifestyle. Like this to me is too much. Like you've got to bring down expenses, pare back your life, and we don't need to do this huge tour. I don't know. Maybe I clearly don't have insights into their exact P&L, but there's something about like them going on a tour where they're going to meet with, philanthropies, and they're going to meet with dignitaries, and they're going to be like faux royals, and they're going to a part of the Commonwealth. I thought they were stepping back.
Yeah.
And that's expensive with all their security. How are they fronting the money for that?
It's one thing to be like, they're going to go visit Australia. They're going to taking a family vacation to Australia or whatever. But it's like, it's very much so like they're going to be visiting. Like, here come our dignitaries. Like, let's,
No, exactly.
Let's start, get the parades in order.
It's attention grabby. It's wanting to be in the headlines. We're going to see all the outfits. It's good for our business. But I just think that since they're clearly not that good at business, they should cool it a little. Like, that's my advice to them if they're looking for advice. Just be private. Just be a family. Like, take the money that you've made and invest it wisely and live in privacy. Why invite all this speculation and chatter?
I don't think she wants to be a normal girl.
No, I mean,
normal woman.
She doesn't.
And he doesn't know how to be normal, obviously.
Yeah. No, she definitely doesn't. So their privacy tour will continue in Australia.
It absolutely will. I mean, I will say, I do think a Harry and Meghan moment with acting royals would really distract from this Prince Andrew stuff. Like, that would be good.
That is
good
true.
Word, but I think that would be like that would definitely be like, okay, turning the page.
I agree with that. It would definitely be helpful for a few week news cycle, but I literally don't even think it's worth it to Charles and Williams to debase themselves in that way by publicly affiliating themselves with Meghan Markle to dilute attention away from the Epstein stuff. Like, I personally think that they hate her so much. It's literally, they don't care.
There's no road while she's in the picture.
There's no road. There's no road.
Wow.
Especially with these fake royal tours. I mean, I can just imagine the eye rolling going on, you know.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I'm being
What?
reminded. Kate Middleton was in my dream last night, and I
Oh,
was hugging
really?
her. I think I was apologizing and hugging her. But
Oh, wow. That's
but
sweet.
also it was like, it was all good. Like, she was good and I was good.
We'll meet her someday in the next life, and she'll be like, you know what, girls? Chanler could quit her job. You didn't know. You literally didn't know that.
We didn't know. We thought we were freeing you. We literally thought you were like locked away, and we were like giving you like Ariel, like her voice.
1,000,000%. She will tell us the truth about Rose. She'll be like, actually, you helped me. You helped me with my negotiations. I don't know that that's untrue. So, yeah.
In the next realm,
In the next realm,
we
can I tell you
have
a
that
name
conversation
that is not going to happen for a future daughter for me and Kagan, should we ever be pregnant?
Ghislaine?
Kate. Because,
Oh.
okay, so I think Kate Atkinson is just very pretty. And I think it's like, it's just very just stately. It's beautiful. It's like clean. It's just something about it that's just crisp. Kate Atkinson.
Yeah.
I think like, I don't know. She's just, people are besotted by her.
I'll tell you one thing about Kate Atkinson. She's got blonde psychosis.
She do. Okay, Kate Atkinson might literally be insane and just the worst. And yeah, you're right. Anyway, but I have really liked the idea of Kate Atkinson, but I just was like, no, that's off the table. That would be insane.
That's off the table. That would be sick.
I know. Anyway, so
no Kate, no Gwyneth, no Hannah,
no Taylor,
no Taylor. Like, those are all off the table for us.
I know. It's really troubling. I mean, my middle name is Marjorie after our late grandmother, who we were very close to, and I feel like I can't even use that.
Because it's too Taylor coded now?
Yeah.
I think you could.
I just can't be institutionalized against my will because people are like, she's taken the love for Taylor too far.
Honey, there's a lot of other reasons you might be institutionalized against your will.
That's true.
And I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Well, do you want to get into anything else today, or shall we just, shall we leave it?
I want to talk about Jessie.
I would love nothing more than to discuss that. That is something I have a lot of thoughts about. So Jessie from the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, she basically had 25K of plastic surgery, and it was kind of this saga on social media where she was like, don't worry guys, the swelling's going down, it's going to be fine. And now she has come out and she's like, no, like, I hate the results and it's horrible. And she's just in it right now. And we will share our thoughts about that. I want to literally play the video. I have so much to say. We're going to share our thoughts about that on Premium on Friday. We're going to get into Beverly Hills. We need to talk about the Daryl Hannah interview in the New York, not the interview, the article in the New York Times, Brittany. So it's going to be a packed Premium episode on Friday. So if you want to listen, that will be available to you. And then, love you guys so much. Thank you again for all of the thoughtful messages. Truly adore you all. Thank you for being Pop Apostles. Love you, Chan.
Love you.
Pluto TV has thousands of free movies and TV shows.
What? This is the mindset.
Free.
This is the mantra.
Free.
This is the mindset.
With movies like Joe Dirt, Pixels, and 50 First Dates. This is awesome. And TV shows like Survivor, SpongeBob SquarePants, The Fairly Odd Parents, and Ghosts. Pluto TV is always free.
Huzzah!
Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
You're welcome.